What if I told you your cat may be way more emotionally attached to you than they ever let on? Not just because they sit near you, not just because they meow when you open a can, but because in their own quiet, mysterious, deeply feline way, they may actually be choosing you over and over again every single day. And here's the strange part, some of the biggest signs your cat loves you don't look dramatic at all. They look small, easy to miss, almost invisible unless you know exactly what to look for. So in this video, we're going to uncover the hidden signs your cat is more attached than you realize. From the obvious clingy cat behavior to the subtle body language most owners completely overlook. And trust me, number 7 is the one that proves your cat may think of you as far more than just the person who fills the food bowl. Let's get into it. Cats have a reputation for being independent, aloof, and emotionally unreadable. But research has shown that cats can form attachment bonds with their caregivers. And pet behavior sources consistently describe behaviors like following, rubbing, slow blinking, and sleeping close by as trust or affection signals in the right context. That means your cat may not be distant at all. They may just be loving you in a language that doesn't look anything like human affection. So here are the signs your cat is more attached to you than you realize. 1. They follow you everywhere. You stand up, they stand up. You walk to the kitchen, they appear behind you like a tiny free shadow. You go to the bathroom, and somehow there they are again. If your cat follows you from room to room, that's often one of the clearest signs they want to be near you. Behavior guidance from Purina notes that cats may follow their people for attention, affection, curiosity, or food expectation, which is why this behavior is most meaningful when it happens even when you're not feeding them. A lot of people ask, why does my cat follow me everywhere? Sometimes the answer is simple, because your presence matters to them. You are part of their comfort zone. You are the moving center of their world. And if your cat could choose any sunny window, any cozy chair, any quiet room in the house, but still keeps choosing to trail behind you, that's not random. That's attachment. 2. They sleep on you, next to you, or near your things. Some cats sleep on your chest. Some curl up on your legs. Some take over your pillow like they pay rent. And some don't touch you at all. But they always sleep close enough to watch you. That still counts. Recent Purina guidance says sleeping on or near you can reflect trust, warmth, and bonding. And even just choosing your presence can be a comfort signal. This is one of the most overlooked signs. Your cat loves you because when cats sleep, they are vulnerable. They don't choose that moment casually. So if your cat consistently sleeps beside you, on your bed, on your clothes, or anywhere that smells like you, they may be saying something powerful without making a sound. I feel safest here. And for a species built to be cautious, that is a big emotional confession. 3. They headbutt you and rub their face on you. To most people, it looks adorable. To your cat, it may be something even deeper when your cat headbutts you, presses their forehead into you, or rubs their cheeks against your hand, your leg, or even your phone. That behavior is often called bunting, and pet behavior sources describe it as a sign of affection, trust, greeting, and emotional comfort. In other words, your cat isn't just touching you. They're claiming emotional closeness. They're saying hello. They're saying, you're familiar, you're safe, you're mine. And if your cat does this when you come home, when you wake up, or when you've been apart for a while, that's even more revealing because it means your return matters. Some cats purr, some cats bunt, some cats do both, but either way, it's not just cute behavior, it's connection. 4. They slow blink at you. This one is subtle, so subtle that many cat owners miss it for years. You look at your cat looks back, and then slowly, deliberately, they close their eyes for a moment and open them again. That famous cat slow blink is widely described as a sign of contentment, affection, and trust. And some guidance even suggests blinking slowly back as a way to bond. People sometimes call it a cat kiss, and honestly, that's not far off because in the feline world, a hard stare can feel threatening. A slow blink says the opposite. It says, I feel calm with you. It says, I trust you enough to soften around you. So the next time your cat slow blinks from across the room, don't ignore it. That tiny moment may be one of the clearest emotional signals they ever give you. 5. They want your attention at oddly specific times. Does your cat suddenly become obsessed with you when you're working? Do they step onto your keyboard, sit on your laptop, interrupt your reading, or meow the second you get on a phone call? Annoying, maybe personal, absolutely ... attached cats often don't just want attention. They want access, they want inclusion, they want to be involved in whatever seems to matter to you. That's why clingy cat behavior often shows up at the exact moment your focus goes somewhere else. Not because your cat is trying to ruin your day, but because your attention has value and they know it. If your cat consistently inserts themselves into your routine, especially during your quiet daily rituals, that's often a sign they don't just live in your home. They live in your emotional orbit. 6. They bring you toys, gifts, or favorite objects. Sometimes it's a toy mouse. Sometimes it's a sock. Sometimes it's something so random you're left wondering how they even found it. But if your cat brings objects to you, especially while vocalizing or lingering nearby, that can be part of affection and social interaction. Purina specifically notes that cats may bring you gifts, including toys or claimed objects, as one way they express connection. This is one of those behaviors people laugh off, but think about it, your cat had options. They could have played alone, they could have carried that object anywhere, but instead, they brought it to you. Why? Because for that moment, your cat wanted to share something. Their excitement, their prey drive, their play instinct, their world, and sharing is attachment. 7. They check on you more than you realize. Not every attached cat is clingy in the obvious way. Some cats won't sit on your lap, they won't demand constant petting. They may not even seem especially cuddly, but they monitor you. They look for you when you leave the room. They reposition themselves where they can keep an eye on you. They rest nearby while pretending not to care. They appear the moment your mood changes. These cats are easy to misunderstand because their attachment is quiet. But quiet attachment is still attachment. In fact, some of the most bonded cats aren't the ones who demand non-stop contact. They're the ones who simply refuse to let you drift too far outside their awareness. That is not indifference, that is emotional surveillance, the cat version of love. 8. They become extra vocal or restless when you leave. Now here's where things get more serious. If your cat becomes very distressed when you leave, excessive meowing, crying, overgrooming, refusing food, toileting outside the litter box, destructive behavior, or extreme attention-seeking when you return, that can move beyond normal affection into possible separation-related stress or anxiety. This doesn't mean every vocal cat has separation anxiety, and it doesn't mean every clingy cat is unhappy. But it does mean attachment can have two sides, healthy bonding and distress, when the bond feels interrupted. So if your cat seems calm, affectionate, and secure, that's one thing. But if their behavior suddenly changes or becomes extreme, it's worth paying attention, because sometimes what looks like, "Oh, my cat misses me," may actually be my cat is struggling, and that distinction matters. 9. They choose you even when nothing exciting is happening. This may be the biggest sign of all. Your cat doesn't only come to you when they're hungry. They don't only interact when they want treats. They choose you when you're boring, when you're sitting still, when you're folding laundry, when you're watching TV, when you're doing absolutely nothing useful in cat terms. That's huge, because real attachment shows up in the unremarkable moments, not just in the exciting ones. If your cat keeps returning to your side during ordinary life, it means your value to them goes beyond food, toys, or convenience. Your presence itself has become rewarding, and once that happens, you're no longer just their owner. You're part of their emotional routine, part of their sense of normal, part of what makes the world feel right. 10. They trust your energy. Here's the deepest sign your cat is more attached than you realize. They regulate themselves around you. They settle faster near you. They nap more deeply when you're around. They come to you after something startles them. They soften when you speak. They relax when you enter the room. This kind of bond is hard to fake and hard to measure, but you can feel it. Because attached cats don't just like being around their person. They use that person as emotional grounding. And when your cat treats your presence like safety, familiarity, and relief all at once, that is more than preference, that is attachment in its purest form. So is your cat more attached to you than you realized if they follow you, sleep near you, headbutt you, slow blink at you, bring you gifts, check on you, and seem to relax just because you're there? The answer may be yes. Your cat may never love like a dog. They may never make it obvious. They may never be loud about it. But that doesn't mean the bond is small. In fact, it might be stronger precisely because it's quiet. Because with cats, love is often hidden in the little things. The pause at the doorway, the blink from across the room, the warm weight on your bed at night, the tiny shadow behind your feet. And once you learn to see those signs, you realize your cat has been saying, "I'm attached to you" all along. If your cat does any of these behaviors, let me know in the comments which one they do most. And if you love learning the hidden meaning behind cat behavior, subscribe for more videos about cat body, language, clingy cat signs, cat trust, and the secret ways cats show love.